didn't tell you guys what happened yesterday. Great story. So after the well, maybe I just hyped it up a little bit too.
Right.
So at halftime of Heat games, in the media room, they put out a spread of cookies. And I've never had the chance to go down there at halftime because I'm doing the halftime show. So after the game, I said, I'm going to check if there's still cookies in the media workroom. So I go there, and I see there's like one tray of cookies left, but there's a gentleman. I don't see his face. He's on the phone. He's standing kind of like in between a table and the cookies that I need to get to. So I go, and I kind of just gently say, like, I tap on him, excuse me, and the man turns around. It's Charania on the phone.
He's talking to a GM. He's got breaking news about a Kyrie Irving trade. And you're like, how are the red velvet cookies?
He's like, he just talked to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent told him how much money he's hoping to get in the offseason. And I'm like, you're going to eat that oatmeal raisin?
Well, you've heard the story before, Appel, because you're in press rooms all the time, of Solana little boying Tony Romo.
Yeah, of course. The bathroom, right?
This is a great story. So, Solana, what stadium were you at? Was it at Hard Rock?
No, we're in Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Tampa Bay. And why that's important is because they have, like, general public restrooms in the media room, but on the far ends of the media room. And then there's, like, two individual bathrooms in the center, kind of like where the booths are, so that you don't have to run to either side. You can just go.
A broadcaster
right
is under a time constraint.
Right. Those are there for the radio and the TV crew.
Right. They have, 2 minutes. They got to relieve themselves. And so, Tony Romo can pop out of the booth. But here's Solana. Go ahead.
And when I'm executive producing the game at halftime, I don't have the usual, like, 12, 13 minutes everybody else does, because I have to make sure that our timing is right. And if, Kevin Rogers went to commercial break too early, I have to go track down Joe and Jimmy. Like, I had time constraints. So I have a good 4 minutes to go outside, grab a bag of chips, and use the restroom. I'm standing in line, and here comes Tony Romo, who wanted to get a chili dog prior to using the restroom. And here he comes, and he kind of just stands. There's a line forming. I'm next, and he stands in front of the door like he's just going to grab the handle once the next person walks out.
Because he's Tony Romo.
Because he's Tony Romo. And I said, hey, Tony, hit the bricks. There's a line.
I got loose stools. I can't stay in this line much longer.
You know how my stomach works?
But he didn't say, I'm going ahead of you. He just kind of understood that, hey, when Tony Romo comes to the bathroom, I take precedence over anyone else in line.
Truly, he thought I was just going to tell him, oh, go ahead, bro. Like, you're good. But I politely said, excuse me, and I didn't acknowledge it was Tony Romo. I didn't say, Mr. Romo, or hey, Tony. I just kind of said, hey, there's a line. And he's like, oh, okay.
That's even more disrespectful.
That's more disrespectful. It's why I love the story. It's just like, hey, there's a line, which is such a disrespectful thing to say to someone.
Did he act like he didn't realize there was a line?
For sure. He pretended like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
because
that's right.
He was expecting me to just be like, go ahead.
But you want me to hold it for you.
Okay, like I waited in line. I'm next, and there's a line of people. Sorry, like I don't care that you almost won 2 playoff games. Like, sorry about that.
There you go. More disrespect.
Hey, learn to put a snap down. Am I right?
Yeah, learn how to field the snap.
I have a famous person bathroom question too.
All right.
I've told the story before, but when if you're walking out of the bathroom and somebody's walking in, is it like an elevator where the person leaving the restroom has precedent to leave because you're done and you're entering? Because the story is on South Beach. It's called the Fifth. They tore it down now. It's like a TJ Maxx there, but it was a big time club back in there. I'm still playing at the time, and Shaq's down here with the Heat, and he's walking in the bathroom, and he has to turn his neck because the bathroom door is like 6'6". He literally has to duck underneath the frame of the door, and he opens the door, and I'm walking out, and we're at this impasse where it's like, my thought is you let me out first.
Have to let you out first. Have to.
But he's bigger than the door.
I understand, but every guy knows this. No one wants to spend more time in a public restroom than you have to. there's stuff floating around.
Yeah.
Fecal matter. And so you
Bathrooms do you go to?
yeah, you got to get out of there. You got to get
You
out
got
of
to
there.
leave. So it's like
yeah.
an elevator.
So he didn't let you out?
No, I backed up. I always do this thing where I'm never going to give 100% of my shoulder. I'll give you 50 and you go 50.
Right.
But it's Shaq, and his 50 is still bigger than the door frame.
Right.
So I kind of turned, and I saw the math of what's going on, and I turned more. Then I
He
just
said,
backed
I
up.
got to go back. I got to back up.
I backed up. Now I'm bumping guys
Yeah.
to the urinal. He
Yeah.
walks in. Now the whole room is filled
Right.
because it's filled with Shaq. It's just it was uncomfortable. I got little boy.
If you walked into a public restroom and you saw Shaq at the urinal and there was only one urinal left in there and it was next to him, would you sidle up to it and use it? Or would you just say, you know what, I'm going to wait?
Divider or no divider?
No divider.
I'm not doing it.
All right.
Why?
I need a divider.
For what?
I'm one of those where if there's not a divider and I'm not the only one in the bathroom, I'll wait for the stall.
Really?
Yeah.
I walk up and start talking.
Yeah.
Not
what about
surprised.
Hey, man, big fan. That 06 season was amazing.
We've
bro.
had this conversation before, too, though. At plenty of stadiums, they have the troughs
No shot.
where you just have to go.
Yeah.
That I don't mind. But if it was Shaq next to me, I got to bow out respectfully.
Really?
Yeah.
The trough thing, the best time I think going pee is when you get to pee on ice. When they have the ice in the bottom, I love peeing on ice.
Feel like it's something special.
It's just like, and you can see that one cube melting.
You'd bow out if it was Shaq?
100%.
For what?
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I got to take a look at that bad boy, man. Like,
Huh?
Right. I know what you're saying. You can't. Listen, we all saw the clip of you that went
know.
viral. So don't
the thing.
even.
I would
Don't-
walk up and I would
don't-
start talking with
Don't
him.
even. Here's my fear with Shaq because I'm feeling like it's a fire hose and I'm getting splashback. That's why I'm bowing out.
Oh,
I just feel like there's so much going on. And he doesn't even know where it's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much going on that I can't be near that.
But I'll let you know, sometimes fire trucks have small engines.
No, I understand that. But a small fire truck engine is still bigger than the Tercel engine. You see what I'm saying?
Both four cylinders.
You see what I'm saying? All right, we got to get to a commercial break and talk some Panthers.
Are
and
you a Tercel or an I a Tercel? Who's
I a Tercel.
Okay. Just wanna making that clear.
I a Tercel.
I'm at least a Continental. Old Lincoln, something.
Lincoln Continental. Listen, I'd give my left arm to be a Lincoln Continental. I'm vacillating between a Yugo and a Tercel.
Goodness gracious.
Anything else, Solana?
Your weather.
Jimmy, would you sidle up next to Shaq at the urinal or maybe just wait your turn?
I'll wait my turn.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
What are you rocking? A
Smart car?
Oh, boy.
you rocking a Tercel or a Lincoln Continental? What you got? One of those old station wagons?
A Hummer.
Hummer.
They both said it at the same time. That was great.
Jimmy, my
That
man.
was
Jimbo,
great.
I know we on the same page here, baby.
That was great.